Mel, what is your top 4 college football ranking?
All right. So we got at number 1. I'm gonna stay status quo what the AP has right now.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, I'm gonna go Georgia. The Bulldogs. They were in a dog fight with South Carolina last weekend, but they pulled it out. They have UAB this weekend. Should Bulldogs over them. Michigan at number 2. Harbaugh's back. This is his first game back coaching this season. They're going against an undefeated Rutgers team, but I still think they should win. Number 3, I have Texas, who is in a trap game of sorts. Baylor was a team that people were talking about early in the season, but they've stumbled out the blocks going 1-2. But we know in a rivalry game like that could be a game where you come out sleeping, you get caught. Florida State, out of my top 4, they have the biggest test. They have Clemson. I know some people feel like Clemson slipped, but I think this is a scary game because Dabo's going to get them up and now going to have them back to where they were early Trevor Lawrence, early Deshaun Watson days, where it's like us against the world. Nobody believes in us. Nobody sees us as anything. So I think this could be a real true test for Florida State to see if they're back or not. And on my outside end, I got USC at 5. Their defense scares me. Offensively, I think they can rock with anybody in the country, of course. But defensively, it scares me to put them in the top 4. But I feel like if they with some games coming up, they can kind of creep in there, especially if Colorado beats Oregon this week, and then they come around and play them and they beat Colorado. I think that can kind of slip them into the top 4 in my mind. Definitely there. I think we also have shout out to some games coming up. Colorado, like I said, Colorado, Oregon, another top 10 matchup. We got Ohio State versus Notre Dame, which would be a huge game. A huge game for both teams if they're trying to make the playoffs, top 4. It'd definitely be a notch on their resume. I think out of both them teams, I would say Notre Dame needs it more. I have to look at their schedule to see who else they have left. But Ohio State will still have you got some ranked teams in the Big Ten who you still go against, and you still get, if you finish, even if you lose this, you can run the table as long as you beat Michigan. And I truly believe Maryland's going to come up. By the time they play Maryland, they'll be ranked. So I feel like they'll have another opportunity. And so they beat Michigan, they win the Big Ten championship. I feel like they'll be in. They'll still have Penn State, who's top 10. They're in another top 25 ranked matchup against Iowa Saturday night. That should be good, physical game. So I definitely like how things are going. This weekend's going to the next 2 weekends are really going to tell us a lot as we swing into October. And I think I want to say October 1st, that first weekend in October is when they come out with that first college football ranking, that official one. They first come out with that top 4.
I was just looking at who's the starting quarterback at Maryland. Is it Tua Little Brother?
It's still Tua Little Brother. Yeah, he decided to come back. Yeah, it was rumored he was going to test NFL waters. I think he did. He didn't do an agent, but he did talk to some people, but they convinced him to come back.
Man, he is small, yo.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's another reason people convinced him, like, hey, like, you're undersized. Like, you got to be able to show a different type of skill set. Or I wouldn't be surprised if people try to get him to go to the combine and try in a position, but it all depends on how he feels about himself.
Yeah. Golly, Craig, we're going to go on to my segment right after this. Craig, he's 5'11", 208 pounds.
Yeah. I didn't even think he was 208. That shot me.
How big is Bryce Young?
Might be.
Yeah, that's about the size. He's about the size of Bryce Young. I figured that. About that size. Because Bryce Young is 5'10", 205, probably 210. Probably around the same size. But Bryce Young, I think Bryce Young was a lot better, though, right? I just think he's better than Tua's little brother. I hope he tries to go to the combine. I don't mean like, being sarcastic like Craig. Yeah, obviously he's better, but 5'11", 208, man. Go try, though. You should try. But it's
but I think he won. That's why he came back though. He won. He did definitely test waters, and I think seek opinions. But he decided to come back. he decided to come
Look,
back. So
look what
looking
his
at how they
brother
do
going through. His brother had to put on weight, and Tua is not no small guy.
Yeah. Not at all.
He's
Not at all.
But
But I think he's done great things at Maryland. I think he's going to get a look. I think he's definitely going to get a look, a camp look. I don't know if he's going to get drafted, depending on how he finishes this year. But I definitely think he's going to get a camp invite.
Camp invite.
Yeah.
All right, Craig. 49